short video. Just want to talk about stuff that's been going on in hip hop for quite a while. Since what I want to say 2012, when the drill era started. Uh, I just figured out something that's been going on for quite a minute now. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm just saying from my perspective. That's all I can do is talk about it from my point of view. Uh, Hip hop right now, as far as like the drill situation, I feel like that's checkmate. I feel like the weak elites that's running all the things behind the cameras, that's putting money behind these guys, that's invested money behind these guys. I feel like this is checkmate. They finally found a way to uh, have genocide in the middle of our music. Now, rap has always been known to be a pretty reckless, wild, dangerous place. A venturous place too. It is. You the rock stars. These are the rock stars. These are the people that everybody want to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I feel like these elites, these weak elites, finally found a way to monopolize hip hop to the way they want it to be, and they created the hip hop death market, aka the black market of hip hop. But I think it's the death market, and what I mean by that is if you look around since 2012, since the dawning of drill, look how many rappers, even local rappers that they incorporate and everything. Look how many rappers is dead. Like you could go on YouTube right now, and there's literally YouTube channels dedicated to 200 rappers that died in 2020, 300 rappers that died since 20 this. Bro, it's so many YouTube channels dedicated to rappers dying, waiting really. They get their money, they get their views off of these rappers dying. Hell, to even go so far, there's YouTube channels dedicated to deaths that's happening in other places that ain't got nothing to do with rap, but they will put hip hop under it because now with the dawning of drill, the drill movement has allowed all the recklessness, all the wild, just crazy shit to be involved and being incorporated in hip hop. I'm not blaming King Von and Fulios and these different guys of the world, even the ones alive, Asameen and you know the you know what I mean. You know who the drill rappers, who's not. But I'm not blaming these guys in particular. They take a part, but these guys have been monopolized and used. These guys has been put in a position where most people wouldn't turn down. What would you do if a label come to you and they gas you up? Hey, yeah, you talented. We like you. We like your style. You got a little following, but we can put more behind you. Here go this little money. You know what I'm saying? Here go this money. You can go do some things. You can buy some jewelry. You can get your family. All this other shit. What would you do if you in the hood every day? You got to walk around strapped up. You got to walk around worried about this, worried about that, and you got these people calling you, "Hey, we want to make you a deal." What you gonna do? You gonna do the same thing? That's where the manipulation comes in, and they take full advantage of these guys' young mind. These guys are young, bro. These dudes 19, 16. Chief Keef was 16 years old, bro. You gotta think about that. Chief Keef was 16. It's like he's still in middle school. He's still in high school type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like far as his age range. So they took these guys out of these positions, but not really. Because what they did, they used their culture, which was a subculture, within a culture. Because listen, growing up in the hood, you know, you're not a stranger to gunshots. You're not a stranger to hearing the wild stories. You're not a stranger to the drug dealing. You're not a stranger to that shit. If anything, you know people of this. So you're not a complete stranger. If you're not in the streets, you know people that's involved, and you know. So, but they used a subculture that nobody ever heard of, which is drill. That's originated in Chicago, and they took full advantage of it. They see this and was like, you know what? We could really use this to our benefit. We could use all these young kids, allow them to display this new art form, which is just filled with disrespect, violence, recklessness, just heartless shit. Like it's not even to the point where it's not even about the music anymore. Now, before drill, of course, you had gangster rap, but what's gangster rap? The culture of gangster rap. Did the culture of gangster rap cause this many murders and this much hectic and violence in the hip hop world? No, it didn't. Yes, you had people had certain situations. You had C Murder, in his situation. You had certain things, but bro, it's like to the point where this is the norm. This is regular shit where rappers are going to jail, rappers are getting killed, rappers is in all types of shit. It's like it's the most dangerous thing in the world to be a rapper nowadays. It used to be a way out. Now it's like being a rapper, you might as well be signed up for the fucking army. And I feel like that's how these weak elites want it to be. And I think with drill, they seen a culture that they've never seen. It was like, if we bring this to the forefront of the mainstream, we're gonna garnish and we're gonna influence a whole other generation to fall victim. We're gonna influence a whole generation to crash out, and we're gonna make this normal. We're gonna make this regular to the industry that these young black kids are gonna die at 19 years old, die before 27. They're gonna be in prison, and yet everybody gonna look up to them. These people gonna, you know what I'm saying? And tell me where's the lie. Look around on the hip hop scene. Young Thug just got out, right? Everybody, it's not even about his music. It's about, oh, he's been indicted, Little Woody, who's snitching, blah, blah, blah. All street shit that was once upon a time, this was like an unhidden rule. This is like an unspoken rule. You did not, like, hip hop did not go that deep when it came to street shit compared to now. You can be a nerd at home, never even heard of shit, but you can know everything about the streets in 30 minutes because somebody got a YouTube video explaining all this shit because what you see in the hip hop scene. And I just think the weak elites want it that way, man. And they know who they targeted. They targeted a urban community. And yes, there is other communities, suburban communities that's been influenced by this drill shit. Yeah, I mean, you probably think it's hilarious, but it's not hilarious. It's kids killing kids. I don't see anything funny about kids killing kids. I don't care if they suburban in a safe neighborhood. These kids are influenced by demonic forces that's making them think killing each other is cool. So it don't really matter where these kids come from. These are kids killing kids. And these weak elites, their main target isn't the suburbs, but it's just like when crack came. When crack came, their main target was these urban communities, but it just happened to travel to the suburbs, So they're casualties. They're like, hey, you're in the way, fuck it. They're gonna save who they want to save at the end of the day. They know who they targeted though, but if you in the way, you in the way. So they don't really give a fuck. But I'm saying this though, man. Hip hop now has created the hip hop death market. These guys are making way more money with these guys being dead than alive. You can't say that's not true. You can't say that's not true at all. It's very true. They streams go up. It ain't about album sales and all that shit anymore. It's about the streams. It's about all the other shit, the digital marketing now. So these labels are gonna forever make money off of these guys' views, off of these guys' streams. Fulio went up after he died. FBG Duck went up after he died. etc. These guys go up. Even the guys that are alive. Look how diluted and poisonous the hip hop community is now. Young and Ace, right? You know he had the beef with Fulio and all that, right? This stems before we even knew about it. Like I said, they took a subculture we never heard of and made it mainstream. How come if this guy dropped songs after this man died and he go viral, but let's say Fulio's still alive, he dropped songs, would it go viral? Would it go viral as it did? Would it be as effective as it was? No. Come on, man. You can't sit here and tell me this ain't by design. You can't sit here and tell me different. Like this is not by design, bro. This is set up this way. This is completely set up this way, man. Nobody can tell me different. It is a hip hop death market, and these guys are making guap off of these young kids' death. They're making market off of sending these guys to prison. You know, hip hop is connected to private prisons. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't something I'm making up. This is if you don't believe me, which I'm just some regular guy. You don't have to believe me. Well, Crazy Bone, he been in the industry for 20 plus years. He would tell you there was a hip hop meeting about the future of hip hop and where they wanted it to go. And he said this is like kind of right before the gangster rap and all that shit really start taking over. And he explained that they wanted to find a way to subconsciously and they can monitor people going to prison, to these private prisons that's funding off of hip hop. The people that own these private prisons are the people are involved with these labels. So I mean, this is all by design, man. All the shit is by design, and I'm not saying the little Dirks of the world and all these. I'm not saying they don't take a part in it, but they are chess pieces. They're chess pieces. They only got so many places they can move. They're not the ones in control, if you ask me. It don't look like it. These guys ain't in control, bro. These guys got missions. And yes, I think hip hop has been infiltrated since, Crazy Bone told us about that story. It is miraculously just about Crazy Bone again. After he told us that story, what, maybe a year after that, he was in critical condition, like being sick, and they say he was in critical condition where his life was on the line. Just happened to be, huh? Just to silence him. But anyway, um, but that's how I know, man. Much there's a much darker cause behind all this. There's a much darker play that's being played amongst all these people. Like with Little Dirk now, he's locked up and got this situation. And yet again, this is the industry playing monopoly with people's lives. They have taught this new generation that it's not about the music. It's about everything outside of music. It's about the streets. They brought the streets to the internet. I never seen no shit like this coming up. In my time, the last and like really like the first and last, I ain't gonna say last, like the first street rapper I remember that was like literally coming from a rough street path, because you had your Tupacs, you had your Biggies that was in the streets and doing their thing, and you had the NWA and NWA, Pac, Biggie. You had other people that I probably ain't familiar with that was in the streets, whatever. But like, it wasn't to the point where the streets was popularized. It was, but it wasn't to this level. This being in the streets now is like it's popularized. It's famous. It's like that's better than being a rapper today. Prime example, Little Woody. He's not a rapper, yet he's a YouTube sensation for being a street guy and being an informant, whatever the case, right? But that's what I'm saying. But they incorporate that with hip hop. They ain't got nothing to do with rap. Nothing to do with rap, but yet this is how they teach in the new generation that being a street guy is like the new rapper. And they tricking everybody because they popularizing a lifestyle that has got so many people killed, so many people locked up. It is still happening right now. Did I just say Lil Durk is locked up? Young Thug just got out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. They are popularizing all the wrong shit that ain't got nothing to do with hip hop at all. Nothing to do with hip hop. But yet, this is what they teach the new generation that this is all hip hop. So if you want to be a rapper today, a quote unquote a drill rapper, which is the hottest form of a rapper, because nowadays, if you just a rapper that just rap and you just like really can punchlines, metaphors, you got schemes. I mean, you can really, really rap. That ain't good enough nowadays. If you ain't outside killing motherfuckers, you ain't in no gang. If you not street affiliated at all, for some odd reason, you gonna have the hardest time making it in the game. It's a rare case where there's a few people that's actually making it off of real skills. Your Jid, JID, like he can rap. He don't have to, he ain't affiliated and all this other shit. He don't have to do street shit. But it's a rare case of these type of guys. You know, but it's like the majority nowadays, drill rappers, gangster rappers, well, drill rappers, because like I said gangster rap. Yeah, gangster raps has recklessness, but it's never been to this level though. Drill rapper takes gangster rap and make it look like a PG-13 movie for real. Cause back to 50 Cent and your Tupac's and Biggie's. Now 50 Cent though, he was like the first gangster I ever seen in rap where he took it. It was about the music, but he kind of took it past the music. He was like the introduction of drill before it was drill. All his street beefs that was coming to life in his documentaries and all this other shit. The beef documentaries. He was the first one we really seen like that. So he was drill before there was drill. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but like even with 50 Cent situation though, even with 50 Cent situation, how wild, reckless, and wild. I wouldn't even say reckless because he didn't go to prison. He didn't go to jail, so he wasn't that reckless. As far as but it was still recklessness going on. It was still wildness going on when 50 was at his hottest. But even in his situation, how deadly the beef got with Ja Rule, Ja Rule's still alive. This man's still alive. Nowadays, Fulio and Ace, Young and Ace, one of them's dead. Got the Quando Rondo and his crew against King Von and them. One of them's dead. You know what I mean? It's not even the same. It's not even about I'm the better rapper and I outdid you. I made people stop buying your albums or listening to you. It's not even about that. And shouts out to Kendrick and Drake real quick because they reminded us what hip hop's supposed to be. Competition. Who's doing the better songs? Who's got the better diss songs? Who got the better numbers? They reminded us what hip hop's supposed to be. So shouts out to them earlier this year, for showing us and reminding us what hip hop is supposed to be. But this drill shit, I'm hoping. A lot of people say, "Oh, the streets is dead." Uh, streets is never uh, died. It never had a beginning or an end. It's just there. But you could say the streets is dead on the internet, I guess. I don't know. But the streets is never gonna die because one little dirt go away, there's always gonna be another little dirt. One King Von go away, there's always gonna be another King Von. Streets ain't never gonna die. That mentality is always gonna be here. It's always gonna be there because the streets and how certain people gotta live is a real life situation. It's not a game and a video game like GTA Online, like all y'all think it is. King Von's never coming back. It ain't no, oh, give a revive button and he'll be alright. It's real life. His kids, all these men and young men that died, their kids are left without fathers. It's real life shit going on. Y'all can think it's a game because that's what the industry has taught y'all. This is a big ass video game. And this shit is sad, man. It really is. It's fucked up and it's sad that these people are being monopolized and played with. And shouts out to Sticky Fingers. For those that may not know who that is, go look him up. Old school rapper that he made a video, he made a song a couple years back exposing on how these labels really get down. They're signing people that's got open cases, that's going to jail soon. Like, they know what they doing. They know what they doing, man. They know damn well King Von, if he was still alive, everybody, there's so many things that already said it. If King Von's still alive, he'll be in prison right now. They brought up old murders this man did. He would be in prison right now. Come on, man. It's Monopoly. It's Monopoly. They playing with these people's lives, man. And us as the fans, the people, whoever, if you fans of this, I'm not a fan of drill at all. I like some of the music, but the culture fucking sucks and it's stupid. And I would love for drill to die. I would love for drill to become lame because it is. It's very lame. It's very lame that the fact hip hop music has turned to people's deaths. Like, niggas literally killing each other off of a diss song. You that sensitive and your skin hurt that bad? Come on, man. When hip hop was born off of diss rap and, outdoing each other, now motherfuckers gonna die. It's corny shit. Y'all can't even just fight. I'd rather fight. Y'all go your separate ways. See, when I was coming up, you go back and look up the beef documentaries that's on YouTube. That proves to you that was my hip hop when I was coming up. All niggas really got into was fights. You didn't hear about people getting killed. Game and 50 Cent, they didn't kill each other. It was shooting, but nobody got shot. I think somebody got ricocheted with a bullet, but like it wasn't constant retaliation to the point. It's blood. That's the only thing we see left. It's blood. Nobody wins. Young and Ace didn't win. Quando Rondo, they didn't win. Nobody wins. How do you win? Somebody's about to go to prison. Somebody died. Now you got a target on your back from they crew to they crew. You know what I'm saying? It's no, that's not hip hop. That's street shit that don't belong in hip hop, bro. Hip hop was made to express these stories and express these emotions that people don't know, and turn them to poetry and turn them to musical therapy. You know what I'm saying? To make people feel good, to make people feel something, to make people feel your story. Now, oh, if you ain't really in the streets, nobody want to listen to your shit. So I blame these weak elites for killing hip hop, for killing the idea of hip hop. And for a lot of y'all new generation that think this is hip hop, it's not. That's not hip hop. Hip hop is about the music, it's about the culture, it's about getting your expressions out there. That's the hip hop I remember. You know what I'm saying? But to end this video, these weak elites has monopolized and played with people's lives. They're teaching a whole generation on crash out directions because I blame these platforms, I blame these labels, I blame these, and what I mean by platforms is YouTube podcasters that all they interview is motherfuckers that got drama. It's hardly ever anymore about good music. Oh, you came out with a hard song. That was a good ass album. It's not. It's always about beef. And hip hop it's always been beef in hip hop. But today, that pays the bills, and that's thanks to 50 Cent though. That's what I said. He was the first drill rapper before it was drill. I fuss with 50, but I can't be biased and say he don't got a lot to do with what today look like today. You know what I'm saying? I can't say he don't have a lot to do with what's going on. Why do you think he's still relevant for today? Because he's the forefather of the shit. No, people wasn't getting killed like that, nothing like that in his time. But he is the first drill rapper before we seen a drill rapper. He was willing to crash out. He was really from the streets. His story was unbelievable. Shot 9 times. He was really out there type shit. Now after him, years later, that's everybody. Everybody's 50 Cent now. These motherfuckers really coming from the streets, getting shot, getting indicted, really in the gangs. So, But I don't blame 50 100% either. Because 50 was a part of being monopolized as well. Yeah, motherfuckers making money. You can say, oh, well, 50 didn't go to jail or 50 did. But it doesn't matter. They used his culture and his subculture, his life, to raise another generation. And these weak elites, all these people that you don't see that's behind the cameras, that's behind this, and put money behind these guys that they know these people got death wishes. And especially today, these dudes got death wishes, man. These guys can't even make music without dissing people. That ain't rap, man. It's not. All you can do is diss people. And then on top of that, I hate when, see, then on top of that, they incorporate everything criminal towards us. Anything criminal. You got scammers and quote unquote backdoors, which is people that just set people up. All incorporated with hip hop. And I blame these platforms, your Say Cheeses, your Adam 22s, your I forgot the Willie production. I forgot his name. But I blame all these guys. I think they got a big part of it. They making their money. At the same time, I blame them though. Y'all not picking and choosing. Oh, let's pick the guy that actually had a good song this month. Let's go pick the guy that actually had good raps or a good album or good mixtape. Or he's really blowing up on the internet with good songs. It's rare when it's like that. Because really, these platforms can't get no real big stars like Kendrick or Drake, because Kendrick or Drake is too damn big to even go on those platforms. So they're going to get the next best thing. They're going to get these guys that's hungry for that look. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to get all these people that's hungry for this look, that's hungry for that platform, and they popularize these guys. It's niggas you ain't never even heard of that's got internet fame in a hip hop setting, and yet they don't even rap. But they famous because they're used to be a killer. Little Woody, prime example. He's famous because he's a killer. He's an informant. And he has something to do with Young Thug. It's people that's not even rappers, but it's incorporated with rap. It's incorporated with our culture, and that's what I hate the most. I'm not saying Little Woody shouldn't be popular and none of that. That ain't the point. I'm saying why is he popular, and that has to do with hip hop realms. That's all I'm saying. Cause that situation has nothing to do with hip hop. That has nothing to do with hip hop. Hip hop is making music, and that's what I thought. Break dance and all the other shit. It's not even about that no more, man. They tricked us into thinking what hip hop is, bro. So all I'm trying to do is tell somebody, hip hop ain't that, bro. Hip hop's not that, but that's the thing that's going on today. Hip hop death market is a big market because they making hella money off these guys' deaths, all these guys' mishaps. So many rappers in jail, so many rappers dead. This ain't on accident. Had to keep it all the way riding.